News 4 Jax starts right now with a breaking news alert.
Handcuffed and wearing a house coat as she was led into the sheriff's office, the South Carolina woman charged with kidnapping Kamiyah Mobley 18 years ago is now locked up in the Duval County jail hours after Jacksonville police picked her up in the town of Walterboro, where she was being held since her arrest last Friday. In the past hour, we received Gloria Williams' new mugshot. She is now wearing an orange jail jumpsuit. We're waiting to learn when the 51-year-old accused kidnapper will appear in court.
We're told Williams met with her parents and with 18-year-old Kamiyah Mobley before she was brought here to Jacksonville today. She had been staying in her own cell at the jail in Walterboro, the town where she had been living with the teenage girl that she claimed was her daughter. In the past couple of hours, Joy talked with two investigators who worked on this case in 1998. We begin, though, with Channel 4's Heather Lee, live from downtown, where she watched as police took Williams into the sheriff's office. Heather.
So, Mary, we had photographers and crews all over this place so that we could potentially snap that shot of Gloria Williams being booked into the jail over here. Now, what I will say is when we were out here at the Sally Port, which is right behind me, JSO and correctional officers had blocked all of these little tiny windows off with tape. You can see at this point right now that tape has been taken down. But again, before Gloria Williams got here, there was tape up there. So we would have had no idea if she had been brought through the Sally Port, other than the one indicator would have been the vehicle that she was in, which was a white SUV. So we were again outside where they took her in. I want to show you that booking photo that we just got just a short while ago. This is her new booking photo. And as far as when we saw her come in, we went to the other side of where we are currently, and she was in that white SUV. The white SUV stopped at the gate. They went through the gate underneath the police memorial building. That's when Gloria Williams got out of the SUV, and you can see in the pictures that we were able to snap, you can see her face clearly in this first picture. Once she realized that media was out here and that we were snapping pictures and taking video, she quickly covered her face with what she was wearing and also tried to hide behind some of the officers that were with her. Now, I spoke with Kamiyah's birth father, and he says that the relationship between Kamiyah and himself, that is just such a fragile relationship at this point. So he and other family members were not going to show up today to JSO. They never came, and it's because he doesn't want to mess the relationship up with his daughter currently. And he says at this point he is just going to let the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the justice system handle all of that. So at this point, you were talking about when we could see her in court. Typically, when somebody is taken in and they're booked, usually we will see them the following day in J1, which is right around the corner from where we are currently. So we could see her in court tomorrow, of course. Right now, this is a very unusual case, and we've seen a lot of unusual things related to it, so we don't know exactly when she will be in court for her first court appearance. For now, we're live. Heather Lee, Channel 4, the local station.
And Heather, I understand that you learned just within the past hour that the officer who transported Gloria Williams to Jacksonville has an interesting connection to this case.
He does. In fact, that officer was involved in this case the entire time. He was one of the officers involved 18 years ago. I have his name written down here. The transporting officer is Detective Glenn Workentine, and he was listed on the arrest report that we just got shortly before 5 o'clock. And now, so he was one of the original investigators in 1998, and he is now with the cold case squad. So he has literally has been following this story all the way through, and he is now seeing it come to an end.
Incredible. Heather Lee reporting to us live. Thank you, Heather.